Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thank You Five Productions read of Inspecting Carol. We're very excited to have some people here to listen to our wonderful read. The show runs roughly about 2 hours. There will be a 5-minute intermission between the two acts. If you are watching, please make sure that your video is off and your microphone is muted. Other than that, I hope you have a happy holiday and enjoy the show tonight.
Inspecting Carol, Act 1, the stage and a portion of the auditorium of a Midwestern regional theater. The stage is thrust style and is presently occupied by a unit set suggesting Dickens London. MJ, the stage manager, is preparing her table for the day's rehearsal. She sings to herself.
Good morning. Hi, am I too late?
Can I help you?
Is this the Soapbox Playhouse?
Yes.
I had an audition. But I think I must be late.
With Zora?
I don't know. Oh yeah, Zora Block?
We're rehearsing now.
Yeah, I knew I was late.
I didn't know she had an appointment.
Well, it wasn't like confirmed. I sent a postcard that I was going to be here, but
I don't think it's on her schedule.
I'm only here for the day, so I was hoping, she could just work me in or something.
We're rehearsing now. We're just on a short break.
Oh, thanks. That's great. Are you an actress?
Only during periods of extreme necessity.
Because I could see you've got on your costume.
Well, actually, these are my clothes, but you're right. I have been pressed into service of this epic. I play the female population of London. But mostly, I'm the stage manager. You're going to have to clear off now.
I'll get right down. Just wanted to see how it feels.
How does it feel?
Great. I mean, big, but great.
This is big?
Bigger than my apartment.
This is a bad time.
Wayne turns his back to the auditorium, then quickly wheels around, humpbacked, imitating the limp and withered hand of Richard III.
Now is the winter of our discontent. Make glorious by this the son of York.
This is a professional theater company.
I'm a professional. I was. I've gotten about as far as I could go into data processing. I was good. I just wasn't feeling very fulfilled. So I'm following my bliss now.
You'll have to clear off now.
You know Joseph Campbell, right? He's the guy who thought up Star Wars. You know the movie?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't actually think it up, but he was a big influence on the people who did. Anyway, I was taking this potentiality seminar, and we read this Joseph Campbell book about creation myths.
Yeah.
How there's all these ancient stories locked away inside us that can tell us how to lead our lives.
Oh.
So you just have to sort of, follow your bliss. It's kind of like use the force, only not so violent, Anyways, that's what I'm doing. I'm following my bliss and I'm keeping a record of my experiences on the path.
Okay, but you have to be a union member to work here.
A union? Oh, I get you. You have to be a union. Oh, God. Why don't they ever give you a warning? Why don't they give you some kind of, warning? There should be some kind of a warning in the brochure here.
I think maybe you're just supposed to know that.
So what do I do now? I'm only in town for the day.
Hardly enough time to become a professional.
Yeah, well, thanks. I appreciate your help. Hey, lady, I like the way you move. I just had to tell you that my engine's been kicking over hard since I laid eyes on you.
Beg pardon.
It's from Tijuana Truck Stop. Terry Allen, Anthony. It's my contemporary audition. You need to.
I know.
For contrast.
Yeah. Bye now.
Wait, is there another theater in town?
There's a lesbian theater over at the Methodist Center.
Oh. Do they ever use men?
You mean?
On stage.
You'd have to ask.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, for Christ's sakes, it's about time. The computer is upstairs, and as far as I'm concerned, you can take the stupid thing back.
No, this is not the computer guy. Mistaken identity.
Miss Blotch, or Block.
We're starting now.
Who was that?
I think I just saved you from a very painful experience.
Slightly creepy guy.
You don't know the half of it. Lucy, you should be getting ready.
I don't come on for 4 more scenes.
Where are we?
The Knocker.
The Knocker? That's as far as we've gotten?
Yep. Have a kiss.
Oh, get those out of here.
Can't. The actors expect it. Sort of my little tradition.
How can you eat those and stay so thin?
This is all I eat.
Wow, you must be a complete greasebag by now.
You want to ride home tonight? Keep it up.
Just one?
No.
Lucy, dear, your mother would be very angry with us if she thought you were eating candy at rehearsals.
But it's traditional.
Backstage now.
We're nowhere near my scene.
Why are we moving so slowly?
Well, you see.
Oh, it's not like we have to stop to figure anything out. What's the difference this year?
Let me see. Could it be Larry?
All right. No need for your withering irony.
Was I being ironic? I'm so ashamed.
Did I have another choice?
I'm not being critical.
I waited until the last possible minute before I asked him.
You want to know what's taking up time? I'm telling you.
No one else would do it. I couldn't give the role away. I'd have to put you on.
Why? You don't think your loyal subscribers would buy me as Scrooge?
After all these years, they probably wouldn't even notice.
You ready to start?
At least you'd be easier to work with.
Hey, come on. Larry's a lamb compared to what he did last time.
Oh, no. Let's not get into that.
You have no idea how bad it was. You were sitting safe at home. We were the ones that had to make it through the performance.
I fired him, didn't I?
Yes, and you've just rehired him.
He's apologized for that.
Apologized? Zora, he spoke Spanish, Zora. He performed the entire role of Scrooge in Spanish. Why did he do that? It was insane, and it took 4 hours because nobody knew when to come in with their lines. What was that all about?
Oh, he said he was protesting American involvement in Central America.
Oh, for Christ's sake, are we still involved in that?
Oh, I think so.
Oh, shit.
Larry's fine now. The divorce sort of took the edge off of him. Thank God.
That's not all Marcy took off of him.
The door to the lobby opens. Dorothy enters with Sydney. Dorothy is limping badly. She has a homemade splint on her foot, covered by a man's sweat sock. Sydney carries a donut-shaped pillow.
Careful, there's steps here.
Of course there's steps here.
Dorothy?
He tells me there are steps here.
What? happened?
Sorry, it's nothing. It's ridiculous.
She won't see a doctor.
Have we started?
Are you all right?
It's nothing. Don't worry. The skirts will cover it.
Oh, what happened?
Freezer accident.
What?
Freezer accident. She.
I open the freezer door and a sausage roll comes crashing down on my foot.
My fault. I had my suppositories in there.
He crams the thing with suppositories.
There was a sale.
Drives me up the pole.
You don't come on for a while. We're at the knocker.
That's me.
Could you bring me a cup of coffee? I need to get to listen to this anyway. I think the accents have gone off.
Phil, a middle-aged actor, carries Lucy on his shoulders. Phil is having difficulty getting through a doorway.
Zora? Zora!
We're not ready for you yet, Phil.
I can't even get through the door with her.
Oh, she ducks. She always ducks.
I have to come through on my knees. Is this the same door as last year?
Of course. Get down, Lucy. Somebody help Lucy down.
Lucy?
Here, I can do it.
Oh, I don't know how solid that is, Lucy.
No problem.
Oh, strong, huh? You put a little muscle last summer, didn't you, you little pipsqueak?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to be too big for this role next year.
Really?
We don't want to talk about next year now, do we?
Zora?
Yes, Phil.
I was just talking to Larry.
Oh, shit.
And you know, we were thinking maybe we could find some other way for me to get Tiny Tim around. I can do it. I can lift him. I just wonder if it doesn't look funny.
What? That you're...
Yes,
Larry?
yes. Yeah, yes, exactly.
Around?
Yes, carrying him around. Forgive me. I know it's a strong image and everything, but why should Cratchit cuddle him? I mean, if the kid's got this big and he's still using a crutch, maybe it's because I've been carrying him.
So then you're going to make him walk.
Yes. Yes. To make him strong.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, watch. Look out, dudes. I could beat you home so fast.
That's enough, Lucy. You're going to hurt yourself. Lucy, stop it.
Well, that may be going a little too far, but you got the idea.
Wheelies.
Could we just say no to this idea and move on?
Phil? No. Thank you, Lucy.
Cool.
Huh. I may not be able to carry her anyway. My back is very weak. I've got this traveling pain in my right leg along the sciatic nerve.
Doesn't the sciatic nerve go down the other leg?
I am telling you, it travels.
Come on, dude.
You're supposed to be tiny. She's supposed to be tiny. That's her name, Tiny.
Come on, Phil, we're starting.
Oh, so I'm just an actor to you again? Someone you say no to?
Please, Phil.
I'm feeling a little used.
This isn't the place for this.
So where then?
Look, Phil, you must understand. We made a mistake.
Well, I didn't make a...
All right. I made a mistake.
You're saying it's over?
Phil, please. It never began. We slept together once. Sorry, Dorothy.
No bother.
It was a mistake.
Oh, it may have meant nothing to you, but I don't give away myself so freely.
You gave yourself away.
Why then? Why'd you do it? Why did you sleep with me?
I was drunk. You were begging me. I don't mean to diminish you, Phil. I'm sure you had a powerful experience. You're fixated, understandably.
And you're hiding. I know you're hiding.
I can't do this, Phil.
You were fantastic. That was no mistake.
Zora, can I talk to you?
Please.
Overwhelming, I think is the word.
Excuse me, Phil. Am I interrupting something?
Something. I believe it's something. Yes, I do. And I believe it meant something to others too.
We are rapidly eating up 4 days of rehearsal time you allow yourself for this project.
We've been doing it every December for 12 years. You think they don't remember how it ends?
Walter's never done it.
Oh, yes. Walter.
You want him to go on cold?
It's your job to push me.
That's what I'm doing.
Walter enters in a hooded costume of the ghost of Christmas yet to come. He carries a bony wooden hand.
Hey,
Whoa, scary.
this thing is funky.
Walter, you're in the wrong ghost.
Hi, Walter.
That's the last ghost.
I don't think this one got cleaned.
You'll only have it on for 5 minutes.
Let me do it out the hood. You wouldn't last 5 minutes in this thing.
You can't do it without Floyd. Walter, they recognize you from earlier in the play.
Why is recognizing me necessarily bad?
Welcome, Walter. Welcome to the Soapbox Playhouse. Oh, good, good. They lengthened it.
Yeah, listen.
Would you like a little kiss?
Pardon me? Oh, I get you. No, I was just...
Oh, very excited to have you in the company, Walter. You probably know that by now.
Thanks.
It's no secret I ruffled a few feathers when I started this multicultural initiative. I don't have to tell you this company was pretty white. All white, let's be frank. But here you are.
Yep.
And here you are in the world of Charles Dickens.
Yep.
This is non-traditional casting. You are breaking new ground for us.
I'm very proud. Do I have to wear this hood?
Well, I think...
Sydney, dressed as Marley's ghost, enters carrying a cup of coffee. His chains drag the ground noisily.
Sydney. Sydney, the chains. We're trying to work something out.
You have to wear the hood. The ghost of Christmas yet to come is featureless. He's anonymous.
I don't think this was cleaned.
It looks fine.
No, Zora. It was, listen, it had very rancid smell. Something must have crawled up in here and died. Who was in this thing?
It was,
Seriously.
Walter.
Seriously. I just need to be able to breathe.
Oh, dear.
What did I say?
My fault. I should have told you.
What?
It was Sherman's.
Sherman was her husband. It was his costume.
Yes, he died last year.
Oh, shit.
She's just freaked out from the smell thing.
So I'm playing the ghost of her dead husband?
Or maybe husbands yet to come.
Let me ask you something. If I'm your first Black actor, how come I have to walk around and play with this white hand? What does this look like? Does this look like multicultural to you?
This is the hand we use, Walter. What? You want us to paint it black? Ghosts are white. Walter, they're just white.
Well, now, that's amazing. After I die, I can buy Chrome credit.
Walter, we don't have time to pay it in black.
I'll do it myself.
Can I move? Dorothy's coffee's getting cold.
Yes, but can you just pick up the chains?
I'll take it.
Larry Vauxhall on stage, please. We're trying to begin the knocker scene. Larry Vauxhall.
As Sydney, Dorothy, and Lucy exit, Kevin enters. He is dressed in a business suit and is extremely agitated.
Is Zora here?
Kevin, we're rehearsing.
Honest, I just need her for 1 sec.
I'll get her.
Whoa, Kevin, you're about to eat one of my suppositories.
Lucy? I got the computer turned on.
Good.
I just need to know one little thing, and I can take it from here, okay?
Sure.
I was entering some information, and it just went blank.
It crashed.
Of course, it crashed, but why?
Okay, you probably changed your option letter quality printer from N to Y. You just need to boot it up. Hit your reset. It'll give you a soft boot.
Reset.
Yeah, it's that little button that says reset.
Oh, that. Yeah, of course.
But for now, you should be doing a manual backup.
Let me run the business.
Cool.
Looking for me?
Actually, I just came in to ask you not to leave the building at lunch, if that's possible. If you could drop by my office, I need to discuss a couple money things with you.
Money things?
Yeah, just don't let her get away before she talks to me.
Okay.
What are the things?
You've got rehearsal.
Tell me.
Honestly, not now.
Kevin, I'm not rehearsing until you tell me. You've got a very stubborn Lithuanian here.
Sorry, Mary Jane. I just want to go over the subscription figures with you. That's all.
What figures?
It's the subscription goal. We didn't reach our subscription goal.
We didn't?
No.
What was the goal?
4,000 subscribers.
What did we get?
2. 2,000.
I know what 2 means, Kevin. I didn't think we ended up with 2 subscribers. For God's sake, give me some credit.
Anyway,
we got half. What's the news?
Yeah. So, to make a long story short, we've got a cash flow problem.
How bad?
We have no cash.
You mean we're broke?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Zora.
How did this happen? Oh my God.
Listen to me.
Oh, I feel sick to my stomach.
I've asked you to see me later.
You come down here, you come all the way down here to tell me to talk to you later. And I'm supposed to say, oh, sure, great, Kevin, money things, talk to you later.
I'm sorry.
Shit. Ah, shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Lithuanian. I've got a lot of anger. It's not your fault. I'm sorry. God, what happened?
Well, the market's a little soft right now.
No, I mean, what happened to my life? You're new here. You don't know who I was when I started this place. I wanted to change people. I wanted to erase the borders between theater and life. I wanted to hold up the mirror.
Yeah. To nature?
Yes. What was I thinking? Change people? What did I mean, change people? Into what?
Non-subscribers, maybe? I'm sorry.
You can't change this audience. You can't do what you want. You have to do what they want. And now you tell me they don't even want what they want. Last season, God, have you ever seen anything so boring?
I thought your production of Harvey was interesting.
I tell you, however much we complain about it, at times like these, all I can say is, thank God for the National Endowment for the Arts.
Yeah.
I know it's heresy. I know it's a pitiful little grant compared to what other companies get, but right now, $30,000 is going to get us into next year.
That's the second thing I wanted to talk to you about.
What?
The grant.
Oh, Kevin, they didn't cut us back again.
Well...
Oh, Kevin, this is just embarrassing.
Yeah.
Why do they do this? They cut us $2,000 last year. They just nip away at you, you know.
Yeah.
Take little chunks out of you as if there was an adequate amount there to start with.
Yeah.
So, what's the damage this year?
They aren't giving us anything. They decided to withhold the grant in its entirety, pending an artistic evaluation. Apparently, they have questions about what they call, well, it's here, a significant artistic deficit. Word is we got a pretty bad report from last year's evaluator.
That little shit.
Yes, well...
Menacing little snitch.
He loved the posters.
Oh, pluralistic pederast.
Well, I don't know if you can...
What do they want? They said we were too white. That's why. That we weren't hiring people who were... what is it?
People of color.
And we did that. And we have done that. I've bent over backwards to be multicultural, Kevin. You agree?
You've tried.
I've tried. I hired Walter. They want us to balance our books. I hired you. Last year, they're big on new works. And I do that play about colon cancer. And that was not easy for me, Kevin, as you know, having lost Sherman just 2 days before the rehearsal.
He didn't die of colon.
I know this. I've given them everything they asked for, Kevin, and now they want what? Quality? We never get a break, do we?
Well, that's the odd thing. We could still have a chance. They're sending one last evaluator.
What do you mean?
Well, apparently this is the way they do it. The NEA keeps the money until they get his report. If the report is good, they let the money go.
To us?
Of course, to us.
What if the report is bad? What happens to the money then?
I don't know, Zora. They give it to Robin Mellenthorpe's estate. How the hell should I know? We don't get it.
All right. That's what I was asking.
Could you two possibly keep it down?
We're finished, Mary Jane.
Let's get going, folks. Chop, chop.
Who's coming this time? Is it the same guy as last year?
They don't say.
Are you sure?
Whoever it is, he's due here sometime this week.
This week? He's going to see this?
Yeah.
Who's going to see this?
Larry enters in a severe black coat and hat of Ebenezer Scrooge, From the waist down, however, he is dressed in street clothes, worn-out jeans, and Birkenstocks. He has Phil in tow. The company enters and settles into the auditorium.
Can we interrupt?
We're starting, Larry.
Zora, listen. We had this great idea. Take a look at this. Come on, Phil. Let's do this.
Yeah, Larry. I don't know about this.
You're going to back out on me now?
It's just kind of a green room joke.
You thought this was a great idea.
Oh, come on. We were goofing. Let's not.
Are you going to do this with me or not?
Okay, can we please get started now, Larry? What are we doing?
Zora, this is just a thing for the ending. We wouldn't be rewriting. We wouldn't be tampering with your sacred text.
Welcome back, Larry.
What does that mean? This is typical of me?
We love you, Larry.
Because I look for new things.
Look, Larry, you remember, don't you? You agreed contractually you'd come back and you'd play Scrooge as written.
Oh.
Like you originally did it.
In English.
We're talking about the art here now. I don't think this is your bailiwick. We have a history together. This is how we work. Why are you bringing up that again anyway, MJ? I was bored. You have any idea what it's like to play these roles year after year? You get bored, comprende?
Watch it.
We're not bored.
Oh, no, not at all.
You get bored. You want to change things. This is not that. This is different.
And what is this?
This isn't a rewrite. It's a cut. It's a tiny cut in the end.
Oh, well, I don't know. If it's a cut, Zora, he's only talking about a cut.
Mm-hmm.
What's the cut, Larry?
At the end.
Yes.
When I go get to the office before Cratchit to surprise him. Well, Phil, let's just do it.
Ah, damn it.
Phil. All right. Bong, 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 bong. Late as usual. Here he comes. Here he comes. You're late, Mr. Cratchit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Scrooge. I'm behind on my time.
Indeed you are.
Shan't be repeated. I'm afraid we were making rather merry yesterday.
This is the last straw, Cratchit.
Oh, but Mr. Scrooge, it's only once a year.
I'm not going to stand for this anymore. You leave me no choice.
Puts his head down and goes back to work. Cratchit sits, tense and fearful.
Curtain. Reactions?
We were kidding.
Yes, we were. And then it suddenly, blammo. It just started to make so much sense.
What makes sense? That's the end of the play?
Yes.
Scrooge doesn't say, you leave me no choice but to raise your wages?
Correct.
That's not an ending, Larry. The play would have no ending.
I think that's the point.
What? I'm sorry, I'm thick. I'm missing this.
See, we're playing this against strong audience expectations. They're waiting for a line, but we don't give it to them. They're listening now. Blammo!
There's no resolution.
Exactly. There is no resolution. We are headed for the goddamn millennium, you know? The goddamn 21st century. So we know there's no resolution. So let's just say that. I mean, come on, haven't you ever at least wondered how long Scrooge could keep up all this "what a remarkable boy" shit going? I mean, isn't that a question, and shouldn't we be asking it?
I think the question we have to ask, Larry, is why did I agree to let you play this role again?
This isn't going to be constructive.
Honestly, it's not your fault. You are who you are. It's me. What did I expect? You would have changed?
I haven't changed.
Can we have places, please?
Wait a minute. I haven't changed?
Come on now, Larry.
I want to show you something. Thanks for exploring with me, Phil.
Could we have places, please?
I'm sorry, Zora.
Of course you are, Kevin.
I haven't changed. Look at this. Look at this. Look. 12 years ago, brand new, this was thoroughly unconvincing piece of work.
Larry.
No. You are responsible for this as she is every year at this time in your theater as some hideous practical joke. Scrooge sends the Cratchits a filthy cardboard turkey. Look. I want you to look at this. Someone has actually carved initials in this turkey.
It works from out here, Larry. It looks like a turkey.
Don't hold it by the neck, dear.
Ugh.
Larry, calm down. There's no problem here. We could throw the turkey out. We could get another turkey. MJ?
I don't change. Look at this. Look at this. Can you believe this thing is still standing? I don't change.
Why are you doing this?
Now, Zora.
We have an opportunity to actually make money once a year. You're begrudging us that.
The public needs this, Larry. They'd tear the place down if we didn't do this.
It's a tradition, isn't it? Like trimming the tree and such.
A tradition? Please. I suppose you're getting the traditional salary as well, just like the rest of us? That hasn't changed in years either, has it? You leave me no choice but to raise your wages. Right.
You have no idea how inappropriate that remark is.
Kevin.
What do you think our financial situation is now, Larry?
This is not the time.
Let me contextualize this for you, Larry.
Oh, please.
Not now.
We're broke.
Of course we're broke. We're an arts organization.
No, I mean broke. As in penniless, destitute, bankrupt. We have a negative position, and it could get more negative. We may have to close our doors, and we may owe a lot of money. And who will be responsible for those bills?
What are you doing, Kevin?
Who?
You.
Oh, wrong. The board.
No. The founding members of this company.
What?
You heard me. You all signed the document with Zora.
That was 13 years ago. No one took that seriously.
Well, somebody's going to take it seriously, and maybe sooner than you think.
Let me see that.
It's a copy. Keep it. Anybody else want a copy?
Not true. It'll never happen. Come on. We know how to beat this. We know what to do. A fundraiser. We do a fundraiser.
This is the fundraiser. You are in the fundraiser. And at the end of the fundraiser, you say, you leave me no choice but to raise your wages. And everyone goes home happy and resolved.
Okay, what about the turkey?
The turkey stays.
Yeah. That doesn't even look like my signature.
I guess you're not a founding member, huh?
I'd like to be, though.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I missed out on that.
I wish I could take back every word you just said, Kevin Trent Emery. To bring that up at this time, I think, was just inhumanely cruel. Unfortunately, You're right. These are desperate, catastrophic times, but I don't want to be too negative about it. I'm an emotional person. You know that.
He's a Lithuanian.
I'm Lithuanian. I have to hold myself in check. This is a crisis, and we are going to get through it. And we will get through it by giving this city, no, let me correct that. We will give this country the best damn carol they have ever seen.
Larry, I think there's been a decision on the cut.
Maybe we should give everybody a break.
You're right, Kevin. Let's take a short break to rehearse the play, please. Places.
Sydney has inadvertently caught Dorothy's purse in his chains and drags it across the floor.
Oh, Dorothy, here's your bag.
Sydney, there's something following you.
Wayne enters the auditorium at the back and slips into a seat in the back row.
Excuse me, we're working now.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. I'm just entering stuff in my journal. You guys won't bother me.
Jesus, this guy's trouble. He said he had an appointment with you. Listen, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Is there something I can do for you?
No, Zora, honestly, no.
I'm here to see Zora Block.
Huh. Well, you found her.
Oh, well, I'm Wayne Welliker. I'm an actor. I'm doing a regional theater audition tour, and you're one of my stops. I have to leave tomorrow, unless you hire me, of course. I'm on to one of those 30-day bus things, so I have to audition for you today.
Oh, okay, as soon as I get a minute.
Zora, can I see you?
Could I just sit up there and write in my journal?
Sure.
Zora, you're making a big mistake. This guy is not an actor, believe me.
Zora, this could be him.
Ew.
Says he's an actor.
Uh-huh. No, believe me.
Then why would he say he's an actor?
Why does anybody?
He could be incognito.
Incognito? Don't be absurd. Incognito. Do they do that?
Makes sense, doesn't it? How else are you going to tell what this place is really like?
No.
What did he say he was doing?
Writing in his journal.
What do we do?
Call the union and see if they've got an actor named Wayne Wallaker.
Well, that guy is not in the union. Could somebody tell me what this is about?
Kevin takes another look at Wayne, then exits. Dorothy enters, followed by Sydney and Lucy.
Oh, MJ, could we have a warm-up?
Dorothy, I really don't...
I know you're pressed, but I'm paid to do the voice work too. So somebody must have felt it was important. And we haven't done a warm-up, have we?
The entire company has assembled. Some are in costume.
Looks like a warm-up.
Right. Shake out, everybody. Shake out all the cares of the day. Right. Here we go. Everybody, take a lemon. Take a lemon. There we are. Oh, take a lemon water.
What is this? What are we doing?
Yeah, you can have mine.
Sydney.
I'm not very good at this kind of stuff.
Take a lemon. Come on. Take a lemon. Very good then. Everybody, can you feel its volume? Squeeze it a bit. Oh, it's a lovely ripe one. How big is it? Have you got yourself a little juicy one? A very nubbly one?
Oh, that's too big, Walter. You're gonna be sorry.
Sydney. All right, here we go. Place your lemon between your buttocks and squeeze. Now squeeze your lemon. Relax everything else now. And squeeze 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relax everything else now, but don't let go of that lemon. All right. Low rumbly tone in your tummy. Here we go now. Keep squeezing. Relax your tummies. And up goes the tone. What's the matter, Lucy?
I dropped my lemon.
Oh.
Oh, don't pick it up.
Sydney.
Get a clean one.
Sydney. Now, low tone, everybody. Walter, where's your lemon?
I warmed up at home.
Tone, please.
Zora, this is the guy.
Oh, what did they say?
They've never heard of a Wayne Welliker.
Maybe he's not in the Union.
I told you that.
Shut up.
We'll explain to you later.
Keep squeezing, please.
Excuse us, Mr. Welliker. We need a little information for your audition. Are you a member of the Union?
Yes.
You're sure?
Yes.
Did you recently join?
No, I've been a member, for a long time. Is this a problem?
No.
No, not at all. Zora's gonna be rehearsing. What would you like to do now?
Would you mind if I watch?
Please, watch.
Yes, watch.
Yes. And I'd like to hear from you about what you see. I like a little feedback.
From an outside eye.
Yes, we could use an outside eye. We've been doing this for so many years, this show, and we may have gotten a little predictable.
Terribly.
Oh, say, gee, I'm not really such a hot critic, I'm an actor.
Oh, yes, of course.
Thank you, everybody.
Come on down and meet the company. Everybody, listen up, everybody. This is Wayne Welliker. He's an actor from...
Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C., and he's going to be observing us today.
No, really?
I thought we could use a fresh eye.
I'm really just an actor.
What do you mean, just an actor? That's what I'm talking about. The actor has no power because he thinks he shouldn't have any power.
This is Larry.
Sit down and take a little power, pal.
Larry's our Scrooge.
I got to you, huh?
This is Sydney, Marley and Fezziwig. Lucy, it's Tiny. And this is Bart, who is Caroler, Petitioner, Fred, Young Scrooge, Dick 1 and 2, Peter Cratchit, Topper, and Ignorance. This is Phil, Cratchit, And this is Dorothy Tree Hapgood, who is Mrs. Cratchit and Mrs. Fezziwig.
And vocal consultant.
And this is Walter E. Parsons, who's just joined us in my multicultural initiative to play all the ghosts.
Places, this is Real from the Knocker.
Phil, in that scene with Scrooge, you say, we were making merry. You hear that R? The English say were. Now you've got a tiny little bird in your mouth, and its life depends on you. Don't mash it. Look at me. Were.
Zora, is there a reason the accents have to be so accurate? Do we have to spend all of our time thinking about the accents? It's getting in the way of my process, and it can't always be thinking of whether there's a dead bird in my mouth.
Good. And music.
Well, you know, as long as we all sound the same, that's the important thing, isn't it? I mean, we only have 4 days to rehearse this sucker.
Is that a short time?
Music, please.
Is it what?
Thank you, Phil.
Weeks, my friend. That's normal.
Well, I mean, I know, of course.
Can't afford to rehearse this one. You have to pay the actors when you rehearse. We don't put money into this. We just take money out of it.
Oh. I'm sorry. Is this a problem?
Oh, no.
A door has been set center stage. There is a hole the size of a man's head just behind the knocker.
Oh, you've got one of those lap jobs. A man had one like that on the tram. Played a little tune when he turned it on.
Tram? How long have you been in this country? 30 years? Come on, make an effort. Tram.
Sydney picks up the chains and stands, not quite hidden behind the door. Larry approaches the door, hesitantly, as though moving through darkness.
Cue light.
Is there going to be fog?
Keep going, please. This is just a rehearsal. Fog is expensive.
But there will be fog, eventually.
Yes.
Just checking. I saw him.
What?
I saw him.
Am I too early?
Just a hair.
I have to look for my keys first. That way I don't see you.
Well, I can't see you look for the keys unless I look through the hole.
But I see you. I mean, everybody sees you get into place.
Nobody ever sees me. They're looking at you.
They're not looking at me yet. I'm not doing anything.
Larry, nobody sees him.
I saw him.
There, thank you.
Like, is this the kind of thing you mean? I don't know if it's good or bad, but I saw him. I mean, if that's the issue.
Well, when we're in the actual light for the scene, I don't think... Hold it, Sydney. Maybe you could get into place a bit more surreptitiously.
Thank you.
You have to sort of imagine that this part of the stage is dark.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. We're doing it now. We're just a couple of steps away from an actual line of dialogue and...
Fog, 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 fog. Fog, 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 fog. Fog, 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 fog.
Oh, I saw him. I saw him again.
Yeah.
I think you were probably looking for him that time.
Was I too early?
It was perfect, Sydney.
Oh, thank you.
I could cover him.
Come on, no more ideas.
Nah, it's a great idea. Watch this. Come out. Jacob Marley.
Scrooge.
Oh, come on, Larry.
Time's a wasting.
That was good.
Ah,
I didn't see him that time. I think it worked.
well, sure. That's a legitimate gesture of the period. I'll bet that's how Dickens would have done it. We're talking about 1840 or something, right? They did all that shit.
All right, Larry. He was just kidding around.
He could do a smaller version of that, sort of just a little pullback, like he come up and just sort of like that.
Well, that's an idea too.
What is going on here? We don't have time for this.
We don't, you know.
This isn't your scene, Phil.
I know. And I'd like to get to my scene before we open.
Don't be a tight ass, Phil. He's seeing this with absolutely fresh eyes.
Walter enters in the costume of the Ghost of Christmas Past, an odd version of a 17th century fop with glitter in his hair.
Whoa, scary.
Okay, I don't get this one at all. What is this ghost? What does this have to do with Christmas past? This is the ghost of Liberace.
He's got you there, Zora.
Well, this is how we do it. It's a cop-out, but we can't do what's in the actual story. Have you read it? It's a baby in the book that appears to him. It's this weird little baby man. You see, we obviously can't do that.
He could be a baby. He would be a big baby, but he could be a baby.
That would be frightening. A giant baby at the foot of the bed could be chilling.
What are you talking about?
It's about neglect.
It's what?
It's about the neglect of the third world. The giant baby is the accumulation of our collective guilt.
No, absolutely not. I'm not playing a third world character. Let's get that straight. All right. This is supposed to be non-traditional casting, right?
This is madness, okay, people?
I'm not playing some stereotypical big third world baby.
Zora, are we still doing this play? Because either we stop this insanity or I start shaving off this mutton chops, all right? Right now, okay? You can just scratch it.
Okay, hold it.
I was just...
Hold it! Could I be in the green room, please? This will only take a second, MJ. We'll be right back out. Wayne, Kevin, could you...
Oh, sure.
Has this been too much feedback?
They'll be right out. Mr. Welliker, I'm Kevin Emery, Managing Director. Sorry we didn't get a chance to, I'm the guy who tries to keep this place on top of the, above the water. So, how's Washington this time of year? Cherry blossoms are probably not out.
No.
A lot of crime.
Oh, lots of that year round.
Year round. Would you like to take a look at our financial records? You understand I'm relatively new here.
No, I did not know that.
I inherited a very large deficit. I'm not trying to pass the buck, but I just think you should know. And I'm doing the best that I can with a very difficult situation. Off the record now, if you can. I think Zora is an extremely talented person, but oh wait, that's on the record. That part is on the record. But I'm their first manager. They never had one. Can you believe it? Zora did it all. And frankly, when it comes to money, she's off the record now, a nitwit.
The company returns. They're trying very hard to make it seem business as usual.
Come up to my office later when you want to take a look at the books.
Oh, I bet they're great.
Oh, so Wayne, we just had a short, kind of intense meeting, and we all agreed that since this is such a big show, it's time for us to add a new company member, and that just might be you. What do you say?
You want me to audition?
I don't think that would be necessary.
She has excellent instincts.
She does.
I do. Don't I, Phil?
Yeah.
So, you want to join us? What do you say?
What do I say? You know, you can be going along thinking you're successful, but then what kind of success can it possibly be if you're not going to going where your body and your soul are telling you to go? You have to follow your bliss. When you follow your bliss, you come to bliss. You have to cross that threshold. Believe me, I know. And yet I don't know. Because to know is not to know. And not to know is to know. You know? I think before we go ahead with this, I should do my audition. You know, you have to know what you're getting.
Oh, that's not necessary.
Please, please, please. You deserve this. I mean, at least.
Now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious summer by this son of York. And all the clouds that lord upon our house, in the deep bosom of the ocean buried, now our brows bound with the victorious wreaths, our bruised arms hung up by for monuments, our stern alarums changed to merry meetings, our dreadful march to delightful measures. Grim-visaged war hath smoothed his wrinkled front. And now, instead of mounted barbed steeds to fright the souls of fearful adversaries, he capers nimbly in a lady's chamber to the lascivious pleasing of a lute.
Welcome to the company, buddy. Come here.
Thank you, Walter.
You are very...
Thank you. Thank you. You know, I've been to 53 theaters in the last 25 days. I don't know if you're the best, but you sure are the nicest.
That was brave. Those were brave choices.
Thank you. Thank you. You liked it?
It was. You were so completely fair.
Thanks. What role will I be playing?
Well, we'll get to that. You must be tired after your trip. Why don't you go up to my office? It's right at the top of the stairs. I've got a couch up there if you want to rest your head a bit.
That is so wonderful.
And I'll be up in a while.
Here, lady, I like the way you move. I just had to tell you that. My engine's been kicking over hard since I laid eyes on you.
I'll be up in a while.
That is one busy woman. She thought I was completely there. I was trying for that. You know, I don't see Richard III as a twisted man. I see him as a man who is, trying to untwist. May I?
Please.
He
Let's have places.
Blackout. End of Act 1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a 5-minute intermission here, and we will be back at 9:17 to start the second half of Inspecting Carol. Thank you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of Inspecting Carol.
Act 2, Scene 1. Wayne sits and types at his PC. A printer noisily prints out a page. Wayne wears the black hooded robe of the ghost of Christmas yet to come. It's too big for him. Larry enters, carrying 2 cups of tea. He gives one to Wayne and takes a newly printed page of script. Wayne stops typing and looks at Larry. Rock and roll music is playing in the booth, high on the back wall.
Spike! Spike!
Something like that. I'm not a writer, you know, so this is a little strange.
I think you have a feel for it nonetheless.
Maybe it's better than what you're using, though, huh?
Are you kidding? Have you read Our Christmas Carol? Your tax return would be more exciting.
Thanks for the party last night, by the way.
Well, it wasn't really a party. Just a get together to say welcome.
It's a nice thing for you to do, though, nonetheless.
Well, nobody else jumped in with the offer. What the hell? I don't give a shit if my place isn't presentable. What have I got to hide?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Did you just move in there?
Why?
Is your furniture in storage or something?
No.
Oh.
That's it, Wayne. That's the way I live.
Where do you sleep?
On the floor.
Wow. And you do this
on purpose? Of course. You don't live in such an extreme manner by accident, Wayne. I'm after essential human connections, and material things, acquisitions, they just cog up the flow. You're attracted by ads in magazines, cars, furniture, towels, stuff like that.
Well,
pornography. It's the same as pornography. It's about desire. You become desirous once you're exposed to it, and then your priorities become very self-interested. You get, you let a little of it in, and you're lost, and you can't stop. You've got to cut it off at the root. Give it up. No acquisitions.
I see. A towel, though? You need a towel.
Not really. Think about it. You dry off eventually.
That's true. Boy. So you gave everything away?
No, my ex-wife took it all. But I immediately got into it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nothing to be sorry about. It showed me the way.
It must be a relief to come to work so you can, sit down.
MJ enters with Bart and Lucy and begins settling up. Lucy exits backstage.
Good morning, boys. You're here early.
Oh, Larry was helping me with my role.
Some party last night, Larry. You should have told us it was bring your own toilet paper. Jesus, what did you do to that woman that she would take the smoke alarms?
Could you get this stuff run off?
What is it?
It changes.
Did Zora okay them?
She said Wayne could make whatever improvements he thought was necessary.
I mean, that's not exactly what she said.
Close, though. Close. Isn't that right, Bart?
Yeah.
No. You said at the party, he said he thought the script needed a little like fresh air. I think you said, and then she said
that you could do it.
I could do whatever I thought best.
And that's what you've done.
Well, not by myself. I mean, I can't write. I mean, I can write things down, obviously, but I just don't have any ideas, but Larry does.
Yeah. Larry, we open in 3 days. Be reasonable.
Copies, please, MJ.
She takes them as Walter enters dressed as the ghost of Christmas Present, a kind of green Santa Claus with beard and long wig.
Where is everybody? Is anybody concerned that I haven't been rehearsed in this role?
Morning, Walter.
Look at me. I look like Bigfoot up here. So far, no one's going to know I'm even in this play.
Here. Look this over.
What is this?
New words.
Oh, come on. I just had 1 day to learn this. It's just barely hanging on in here. You guys have been doing this for years. You can play around with it.
Walter, this is going to be so much easier. Really, because you're going to love what Wayne wrote for you.
Okay, Bart, gravestone coming up. Ready? Go.
A gravestone slowly rises out of the stage floor. Wayne puts his hood on and points at the stone with his wooden hand.
Okay, Bart.
Gravestone slowly goes back down. Walter sits on the edge of the stage and reads. Wayne approaches him.
Walter, hey, listen, I hope you're not upset that I'm yet to come, that I'm playing yet to come. I certainly didn't ask for the role. Zora said she thought you wouldn't mind.
That's okay.
If you want it back, it's no problem.
No, please. I was having a hard time relating to the role.
Well, I mean, if you're sure.
I am sure.
It's a little big for me.
You'll grow into it.
Wayne goes back to typing. Phil enters from the house. He carries his overcoat and wears a back brace over his clothes. He moves with great difficulty.
Oh my God. That looks terrible. Look, Phil, are you?
Yeah, it's not good. It's not at all good. Let me see if I can make this. Yeah, no, this is very bad. That's it for carrying timing. No way. Too bad. Strong image.
Very handsome piece of equipment, Phil. Are you aware that you have it on backwards? Let me give you a hand. Did you have to go to one of those like the artificial limb places for this? The one down on Cherry? I'll tell you, that's one spooky place. Not a cozy atmosphere they got going there, because I suppose it would be easy to perk up a hospital supply outlet. I'd hate to be the one that had to make the choice of what to put in the window. Ooh, and they never have any sales. You notice? Like, feet buy two, get one free.
We're going to need those copies, MJ.
I am in so much pain.
Here, look this over.
Sorry. You needn't say anything, or we know we're keeping very bad time.
I couldn't find the car. There's snow.
Yes, we know. It's been snowing for months.
He's covering for me, I'm afraid. I was somewhat undecided about my appearance this morning.
Do you know who I am?
You're Walter.
Yes, Walter.
No. I inhabit the nightmare of Ebenezer Scrooge. I am the ghost of Christmas Present, and I don't know my lines. So if we don't start rehearsing this, you're gonna know that I don't know my lines, and it's gonna be a real nightmare on your hands. I've got new lines here. I don't know the old ones.
You've got new stuff too, folks.
Ah, well, a fresh challenge. Morning, Mr. Williker.
Wayne, please.
Hello, Wayne.
Good morning, Wayne. You got here at exactly the wrong moment.
I did?
You know, if you'd been here just 1 week earlier.
Less,
yes.
5 days?
5 days, yes.
Oh, we just finished.
Just.
Our two-hander.
Only?
Just Dorothy and me.
Shakespeare.
Quite
the best thing in the season, everyone said.
We call it Seething Brains, an evening of Shakespeare's lovers.
Excellent.
But it's not your usual sort of stuff.
Not your music be the food stuff.
It was easier, you see, because it was just us. Very professional. We know what works.
Just the two of us.
Not that the rest of them aren't professional, but It's confidence, isn't it, really, that makes the difference. I'm English, you see. So Shakespeare wrote in my native tongue, you might say.
Oh.
From Sussex.
Ah.
I'm from Cleveland.
Yes, but you'd never know it, would you?
No.
Oh, thank you.
I think you'll love our seething brains.
She does.
Oh, now.
Oh, she does.
I do.
In Troilus and what's her name?
Cressida.
She does what's her name?
And I make her very gammon, you know, very cultish, sort of.
And I play Troilus.
They say all lovers swear more performance than they are able.
Gets me hot.
Sydney and I were thinking we could show it to you before you move on, you know. You could recommend it, if you like, to other theaters.
Share the wealth.
Well, I'm not actually moving on. You know, I'm in the company now.
Of course you are.
We could just do selected bits.
I'm afraid I'm very busy.
Oh. We understand.
It would only take a minute.
Sydney, Mr. Wellican needs to get on with his assignment, dear.
We understand.
You can trust us.
My uncle was a G-man.
Okay, folks, here they are. I got them. I have to fax some guy my resume shot. We got me happy. We got me serious. Which?
Happy.
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 It's unanimous. That's what my manager said too.
You have a manager?
Sure.
I don't believe it. A 12-year-old girl with a manager. What do you pay him? 10% of your lunch money?
What is it with you? You don't pick on people your own size?
Hey, let's keep it loose, my man. The kid's a friend of mine, a status you have not yet achieved, my man.
And I've been working so hard at it.
Okay, look this over quickly, folks. Save the questions for later.
No, you don't mean this. More?
Give it a chance.
Give me a chance.
Phil, is that making sense to you?
Shouldn't Zora be here for this?
Wayne, this is better, but I think we're still pulling our punches about Tiny Tim's sexuality.
Oh, okay.
Because it's emerging. How could it not be? What? Yeah, you think Tiny Tim has never had a wet dream?
Oh, I don't think that's necessary.
Really, Larry, I don't think they even have wet dreams in England, dear.
I think they're more...
Certainly not in the 19th century.
Yeah, I think they're more recent, aren't they?
I know what you're doing, Larry. We all do. But we didn't take your things. Marcy did. Punish Marcy.
Can we do this, please?
What about Zora? We can't do this without her.
She got tied up. She's on her way.
All right, folks. The moves stay the same. We're just changing a few words.
Bart, give me a hand with this.
MJ and Bart set the stage for Cratchit's parlor.
Yeah, so, you enjoy yourself last night?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you were real helpful about the accents.
Oh, good.
Zora's a lovely woman, don't you think?
Very. Yeah, very.
Oh, I noticed she had her eye on you last night.
Yes, I noticed that too.
Did you?
Yeah, like wherever I was, I'd turn around and there she'd be, sort of staring and smiling at me.
You know that she and I are a thing.
A thing?
Oh, heavy.
Ah.
Yeah. We play these stupid 6 games with one another, like, or what she was doing with you last night, right there in front of me, trying to inflame me.
Oh, yeah.
let her take it any further. Can I ask you that? Please. She's just trying to get to me.
Are we doing this?
Okay.
We are in the Cratchit's parlor. Bart as Peter, MJ as Martha sit on the settee. Dorothy as Mrs. Cratchit sits between them. Though MJ is in costume, she keeps her headset on.
Like, can you get me into Q7? What happened to your precious father?
What happened to your precious father then? He works so hard.
Wayne.
When he gets home.
Wayne.
Yes, Phil?
I thought we agreed last night about the accents, Dorothy.
But that's the way I sound.
That's not the way we sound.
Very well. What happened to your precious father then? He works so hard. When he gets home, I'll sit him down beside the fire and ease his mind.
Tim and Father are coming. Quick, hide Martha. We'll play a trick. MJ gets behind couch. Cratchit enters, followed by Tiny Tim. Phil's back problem has given him a pronounced limp and a twisted stance. Dorothy rises to greet him. She, of course, is also limping from her earlier injury.
Oh, come on, Tiny. Come on. You can make it. That's it. You are so special. Happy Christmas. Oh, that smell.
What do you think? It's the plum pudding steaming in the copper.
Where's Martha? Where's our girl?
Well, now I'll tell ya. She's not coming, Bobby.
That's coming on Christmas.
Oh, I can't bear it. I can't bear to tease Father.
Let's sit down by the fire then, Bob.
They all sit on couch. Lucy sits on MJ's lap.
How was church then?
Tiny was as good as gold, growing stronger every day. Doesn't he seem bigger, Martha? Since you saw him last?
Yes, I truly think he'll grow up hardy and strong.
I'm a rich man.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, you're not. You're poor. You're poor and a coward with 2 stupid children and a third who's eating you out of house and home. That seems a terribly cruel thing to say, doesn't it? Just a thought. And a third who's eating you out of house and home.
God bless us, everyone.
Spirit, tell me, that boy there, the one with the crutch, will he live?
He looks pretty indestructible to me. He won't die now. It's too late. But something could have been done earlier.
How do you mean?
Could Mrs. Cratchit possibly have wanted this child? Did she want to add to the surplus population? Bring another hungry mouth into a family already suffering from malnutrition? I think not. But where could she go for help if no governmental agency will give her advice? This.
Yes.
This seems a little preachy, kind of stiff, you know?
You could do it sitting down.
I don't think that would help. This stuff is very hard to say.
What would make it easier?
Could I do it without the beard?
Sure.
And the wig?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
Zora enters.
Here she is.
She has come from the hairdressers. She is transformed from her former workaday self into something much more glamorous. Beneath her coat, she wears a sensual and revealing dress.
Okay, here she is. Let's get to work now.
Sorry, everybody. My fault entirely, my fault. Oh, good. You started.
Well, Larry said you wouldn't mind.
He's doing great stuff. I think our little company has found that writer we've always been talking about.
Really, I'm an actor.
And you write like an actor. Shakespeare, Moliere, actors/writers.
Can we get on with this?
No, honestly. We know how to write words because we have to say words. We spend our lives saying shit that somebody else wrote who can barely speak out loud in a public situation. And that's their idea of credible speech. How a person speaks. I'm sorry, come on.
Like this adaptation you've been using? I mean, where did you get this? My tax return might be more exciting than this.
Zora, can we show you what we've been doing?
I mean, none of my business, but who in God's name wrote this stinker anyway?
I did, Wayne.
Oh.
Well.
It's lunch? Well, that's not for an hour.
Pick it up.
I'm speaking out of turn here, actually, because I haven't studied it very carefully.
Yes. Well, I'm not a writer, I know that, but it's a way for the institution to make money. And so I do it because this place is what I live for.
That is so admirable.
I love this institution, Wayne, and I would do anything, give anything to save it.
I understand. Yes. Now. Thank you. I have my lunch now.
How are your observations coming?
My observations?
Yes, your journal.
I put it to bed. I put it on hold for now since I have to do this other stuff, but I'll get back to it.
What are your observations so far?
Well, it's really kind of dumb and private.
Well, we could have dinner tonight and talk about it.
Oh, I'd like that, but I'd have to finish that.
It's not important. I just need some company. I've been feeling low.
I'm sorry.
I get a little blue around this time of year.
I mean, I think that's pretty common. There's a lot of suicides around the holidays, they say. People get sad and they don't even know why.
I lost my husband that Christmas.
Oh, well then, you know why then.
He hanged himself.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a very, you must be, how terrible.
No, please, don't. He was a prick.
Oh.
He was a womanizer. I hated the bastard.
Oh. But you get blue though, still?
Well, yeah, I'm alone. I don't miss him per se, but I do miss the contact, the physical contact. He was a very successful womanizer. He got my engine kicking over, but you know what that's like. I don't have to tell you.
So your husband, was he an actor?
He thought he was, but he had no talent. He'd just walk around the stage and smirk.
Oh, well.
I put him in the show every year so I could keep an eye on him. He played the ghost.
Oh, it's probably good casting.
Better casting now.
Because he's dead. So your husband was me? He was this?
Yeah. He had an odor that people found very upsetting. He didn't do anything about it on purpose, I think, because he was short and he wanted to make an impression. It was so potent, it made me dizzy.
I'm sure.
I miss that. Let's get the engine kicking over.
She pulls his head over his head and thrusts her own head inside it, joining him. His hands grasp for the chair next to him.
This is lunch. We're on lunch. People will come, please.
Bill enters and looks on, his suspicions confirmed. After a struggle, Wayne extricates himself and sees Phil. Phil exits.
I need to prepare for my acting.
Oh, please, let's just...
For my role.
Oh, come off it.
What?
We know everything. We know you're not in the union.
Oh.
We're doing the best we can here, Wayne, whoever you are.
What?
Why pick on us? We have never done anything obscene. We have never smeared ourselves with chocolate sauce. We have never shown two boys kissing. I took every last fuck out of Glengarry Glen Ross. Lasted about 5 minutes, but it was clean as a whistle. So why? Why are you doing this to us?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Stop! Please stop acting. You're terrible at this. If you're going to pretend to be somebody else, at least try to bring some degree of conviction to what you're doing.
I've only had one rehearsal.
Well, it wasn't enough. One rehearsal. They think we're that stupid that we buy this performance. Go ahead. Do your worst. I don't care anymore. Keep the money.
What money?
You know something. I hope Jesse Helms bites your ass off. Truly, I hope he gets the NRA to bring their little assault rifles over to your building and execute the pack of you. And I hope you all end up in hell where you'll have to watch performance art for eternity. So, go back to your cubicle at the National Endowment and tell them Zora Block said to send a real man to inspect her next time.
Inspect her?
Oh, cover's blown. Don't you have a cyanide capsule you're supposed to bite now? I could get you one. Well, that was enjoyable, but maybe not $30,000 worth.
Wait, inspect her?
Yeah, the NEA is probably new to the covert operations game. If they want to infiltrate an acting company, they should probably send a real actor.
I get it. I get it now. I'm an idiot, so you didn't want me in the company after all.
Sounds off stage of a violent but hushed argument. Zora and Kevin enter.
Wayne, forgive me. I should not have spoken to you like that. I'm Lithuanian.
She is.
But I think you should know that $30,000 is the difference between life and death for us, for me, for all these good people. Please, when you write your little observations, don't mention my outburst. Please.
Well, we'll see how things go.
Blackout. Act 2, Scene 2, Day 3. The rehearsal has come to a standstill. Everyone is seated. Wayne, Dorothy, Sydney, and Phil in the house. Larry, MJ, Walter, and Bart on stage.
I'm not being difficult.
I think you are.
I just don't like mechanical devices under my feet. It makes me very nervous.
We start dress rehearsal in 15 minutes. These people have to go get into makeup.
I'm not being difficult.
Okay, you're not being difficult. You're irrational.
I'm not denying that. It doesn't change the fact that I get dizzy and I want to fall down when I get close to things. You know, I get under the stage here. I didn't know about this thing. Nobody told me about this landmine here.
What's the problem?
Walter doesn't like mechanical devices under his feet.
We've never had an accident with this. I give you my solemn oath, you're not going to get hurt.
It's very effective.
You'll love it when they gasp at it. They do, you know, every time.
Show me again.
You stand there over the little white mark.
Yeah, do it one more time.
Do it for him, MJ.
You're standing here. Scrooge says,
"You look tired."
You say, "My life upon this globe is very short, it ends tonight." You stand over the mark and Scrooge says,
"Spirit, there is something beneath your robe, something strange and terrible, a claw or a foot."
And I give the cue to Bart.
Two figures made of cloth pop up from traps in the floor. They are the ragged children, ignorance and poverty. Sydney and Dorothy imitate the gasps of the audience.
The boy is ignorance, the girl is poverty. Beware of them both and all their kind.
No, this has me very worried.
I don't give the cue until you're over the mark.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can see that, Mark. I assume you don't want me to wear my glasses on that stage?
No.
Well, then we have a problem. You see?
Give him a bigger mark.
There we are. A bigger mark.
The voice of reason. How
big?
Big enough for him to see. You notice the man is terrified. Have a little compassion for the actor.
Right on, Wayne. Speak for the actor.
During the following, Bart brings Wayne a cup of tea containing a tea bag. Wayne dips the tea bag and places bags in Bart's hand. Bart exits.
You have to imagine yourself as another person, you know? Imagine someone else's feelings, you know? That's what actors do. We empathize. We know how it would feel for a sensitive person to be forced to stand over a hole filled with puppets.
Walter stands back from the mark. The X is very large.
Walter, you can't possibly be that blind.
I need all my concentration on my lines.
But everyone can see it out here.
Good. Then if I miss it, they can tell me. Wayne, this okay?
It's good for you.
Thank you, MJ.
The all-powerful government just takes what it wants, doesn't it? It wants our money, it takes it. It wants our freedom, it takes it. It wants our women.
Dress rehearsal in 15, Luther. Anybody seen Lucy? Anybody seen Lucy?
Wayne, would you like to go over your scene one last time?
Yes, let's see it. We hear you're marvelous.
Well, I mean, it's not exactly the most difficult role in the play. Guess that's why I'm playing it. Character who never says anything.
But you're finding so many new things in it.
Just walks around and points.
You point the way to the future, pal, to a world without acquisitions. You are the most important character in the play. Next to me.
Your silence is eloquent.
Silent one, you lead me on.
Oh, lovely.
Just like Sherman.
Though you speak not a word, yet I follow. But this is a graveyard. Is this where we find that wretched man whose name I have yet to learn? It says...
That's right, Scrooge, but be careful not to step on any little mice or other creatures of the night who make their home in your gravesite.
No, really, you can't say anything.
This is my idea.
Yeah, but really, you're not supposed to...
We've done your ideas.
Yeah, Wayne, but this ghost doesn't talk.
Then I want another role, one that talks. I think my skills are more verbal, Larry.
Well, it's short notice, but Bart's a little overloaded. You could take one of his roles.
Wait. This is unbelievable. I don't care what paper I signed. Throw me in jail.
Take it easy, Phil.
How low will you sink, Zora? You're going to roll right over this, little bureaucrat?
I don't want one of Bart's roles.
Whose role do you want?
Wayne, with his wooden hand, points to Phil. Phil grabs the hand and attempts to beat him with it.
Stop it, Phil. Don't be crazy.
All right, that's enough.
Sydney and Bart grab Phil and pull him to the ground.
Zora, it crashed. I lost everybody.
What crashed?
The computer. It crashed with 2,000 subscribers on board.
Speak sensibly, Kevin.
I've lost the rest of the subscribers. They were all in the computer. You lost half of them. I lost the other half.
Oh, what do we do?
Lucy, where's Lucy?
I don't think she's here yet.
We gotta find Lucy. She'll get him back. Lucy!
Won't be coming.
She won't be coming? Oh, what are you talking about? This is our last rehearsal.
What's her number?
No, Kevin, she's gone. She got on a plane an hour ago.
She's not doing the show?
She got a series.
A what?
She got a TV series. She starts shooting tomorrow. Her mother says she feels terrible about it, and her manager says she can't miss the chance.
She can do that? She can just go?
Well, that's very unprofessional.
Unprofessional? She's a goddamn criminal.
Oh, what, you wouldn't do it?
The show the night before opening?
It's heartless. We've raised an entire generation of heartless, self-interested people.
I want her taken up on charges. That kid will never work again.
Oh, what are you people talking about? We don't have a tiny. We've got an audience tomorrow night.
Well, we can't do it without a tiny.
Maybe he's so tiny you can't see him.
Sydney.
Who do we know? Think. Is there anybody? Think!
They think silently. Wayne raises and contorts his body into the crippled form of Richard III. Everyone is watching him now.
God bless us, everyone.
Die!
Phil attacks Wayne once again. A red-headed woman has entered at the back. She wears a coat and hat and carries a PC. She sits in the last row.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt your rehearsal. Is one of you Zora Block?
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm Betty Andrews. I'm with the National Endowment. I'm your inspector. Sounds terrible, doesn't it? Sorry. Go about your business. I'll just sit up here and get my bearings. I gotta be on the plane at 11, and this is the only time I had to see your work. What show are you doing anyway?
I'll stare at her in horror for a long moment. Blackout. Act 2, Scene 3. A few minutes later. The scene moves forward as a series of time dissolves, fading in and out on the dress rehearsal of A Christmas Carol. In the darkness, we hear lively Victorian music, an orchestra. A pin spot picks out Betty Andrews, seated in the front row, readying herself for what assumes to be another tedious trudge through A Christmas Carol. Spot picks out Zora and Kevin, seated together in the back row. The stage, dark, during the following voiceovers. The lights fading up and down on Betty, Zora, and Kevin to indicate the passage of time.
A Merry Christmas, Uncle. God save you.
Ah, humbug. What's Christmas time to you but a time for paying bills without money? A time for finding yourself a year older and not an hour richer? A time you'll want all day tomorrow, I suppose.
If quite convenient, sir.
It's not convenient, and it's not fair.
It's only once a year.
A poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December.
Rouge.
Marley! What's that? There's something in the shadows. Humbug. I like the dark. Darkness is cheap. What do you want of me? Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Who were you then?
In life, I was your partner. Marley, don't you believe me?
I don't.
Marley crosses the room, the lighting instrument following him wherever he goes. As he arrives stage right, he whips around, sending chain and light crashing stage right. The instrument stays firmly attached.
Why do you doubt your senses?
You may be an undigested bit of beef. A fragment of an underdone potato.
Ah!
Mercy! Mercy! Dreadful apparition! Why do you trouble me?
Do you believe in me or not?
I do.
Marley has has kicked the chain back around to give MJ a second chance. She gets a hold of it this time and is attempting to unhook it. We don't see this action as it is happening in the wings now, but we hear clinking and hammering. The chain is yanked from offstage in an apparent attempt to dislodge the item. Marley staggers. We hear the sound of a hacksaw.
But tell me, Spirit, why do you walk the earth?
If a man's spirit goes not forth in life, is it condemned to do so after death? It is doomed to wander the world. Oh, woe is me, and witness what I cannot share, but might have shared on earth. I wear the chains forged in life.
Marley raises a cry and pulls the chain stage left. MJ is pulled with it, knocking over doorframe. Doorframe and MJ end up on stage. Marley, unaware of her presence, continues as the lights begin to fade.
I made it link by link and yard by yard. I girded it of my own free will.
Stage lights are out. The inspector sits looking on with the same impassive expression. Kevin and Zora have sunk down noticeably into their seats.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is that the hope you mentioned, Jacob?
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Expect the first tomorrow when the bell tolls 1.
Lights fade up on Scrooge in his bed, a curtained 4 poster. A church bell is chiming the quarter hour. Scrooge, fearful, is listening.
The apparition told me that the first spirit would visit me at the tolling of the hour. 1/4 past. 1/2 past. 1/4 to it. The hour itself, and nothing else.
We hear dimly what sounds like mariachi music. From behind the bed emerges Third World Baby, aka the ghost of Christmas past. He is dressed in a sleeveless Mexican vest, a gaucho's hat, and he wears cross bandoleros, diapers, and a baby's bonnet. A rifle is slung over his shoulder, and he carries a piñata. Clearly, Third World Baby has not been terribly well thought out. Walter seems hesitant and looks slightly ill. He stands by the bed and looks at Scrooge.
Are you the spirit, sir, whose coming was foretold to me? Are you, sir?
Yeah.
Are you the spirit, sir, who looks to be dressed as one from beyond, from the third world, a baby from the third world?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So, here you are, keeping me up. You look like my past, though you hold in your hands the piñata of hope for my reclamation. Still, I see on your cheek the tear of grief for the centuries of oppression and indifference to which I have subjected you and your kind. Comprende? Usted se parece a mi pasado, aunque usted tiene en sus manos la piñata de la esperanza para mi salvación. De todas maneras, veo en su mejilla una pigrima de dolor por los siglos de opresión y indiferencia a los cuales los he sometido a usted y a sus semejantes.
Zora and Kevin look stricken. Betty slowly turns around to look at them. They examine the ceiling. We hear a Christmas carol sung by children. Lights fade up. Scrooge alone in bed. He is apprehensive, with good reason. The bell chimes.
1/4 past. 1/2 past.
Walter appears at the run and stands by the bed, 1 hour early.
Oh. 1/4 to it. And here you are. Who might you be? I have never seen the like of you before. Who are you? Jesus. Well, let's me see. Let's see. You look like, well, you look jolly enough. Wanna go for a walk?
Lights fade. In the darkness, we hear children singing a traditional Christmas carol.
He has given us plenty of merriment, I'm sure, and it would be ungrateful not to drink to his health. Here's a glass ready, I say. Uncle Scrooge, a Merry Christmas to the old man, wherever he is. He wouldn't take it from me, but may he have it nevertheless. Uncle Scrooge.
An unwilling group repeats the toast. Lights up on the Cratchit parlor. Scrooge and the spirit stand to one side. Martha, Peter, and Mrs. Cratchit sit on the settee. Mrs. Cratchit has added a few touches to her look, including the girlish fall. Her attitude throughout the scene is altogether coltish and gammon.
What happened to your precious father then? He works so hard. When he gets home, I'll sit him down beside the fire and ease his mind.
Oh, shit.
Tim and father are coming. Quick, hide Martha. We'll play a trick. Cratchit, with Wayne as Tiny Tim on his back, hurls across the stage and into the wings. Martha runs for cover behind the settee. Peter sidles away to the edge of the stage as Cratchit and Tiny return to center stage. Cratchit, roaring with pain, hurls Tiny to the floor.
Happy Christmas! Ow, 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 oh, God. What's that I smell?
What do you think? It's the plum pudding steaming in the copper.
Martha, where's our girl?
Well, I'll tell you. She's not coming, Bobby.
Not coming for Christmas? You say she's not coming for Christmas?
Martha?
Silence. No Martha. The sound of suppressed hysterical laughter behind the settee.
Oh, I can't bear it. I can't bear to tease father.
It's Martha. She's behind the couch. Let's get her, Mother.
Martha.
Oh, what a surprise, my darling girl.
Let's sit down by the fire then, Bob.
Mrs. Cratchit and Peter escort Martha to the settee. They all sit. Tiny Tim leaps from the floor onto Martha's knee and perches there, the malevolent tiny crookback.
How was church then?
Oh, Tiny was as good as gold. He's growing stronger every day. Doesn't he seem bigger to you, Martha?
Yes.
I'm a rich man.
No, you're not.
God bless us, everyone.
A rich man.
God bless us, everyone.
The Cratchit family freezes unsteadily in tableau.
Spirit, tell me, that boy there, the one with the crutch, will he live? Yes? Yes? Will he? Tell me, please. Please tell me something. What's this? What's this that's entered in my mind? This can't be my thoughts. This must be yours. Of course, you have the power of thought projection. I'm thinking your thoughts. I'm thinking, could Mrs. Cratchit possibly have wanted this child? But where could she go for help when no governmental agency would come give her some help? Help!
Martha!
The doorway stage left crashes to the floor, revealing MJ leaning against the wall in hysterical laughter.
God bless us, everyone.
The lights fade to black. In the blackness, we hear...
Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any spectre I have seen. But as I know your purpose is to do me good, and I hope to live to be another man from what I was, I am prepared to bear you company.
The bell tolls, lights up on Walter and Scrooge. Walter sees the X on the trap and stops dead.
You look tired.
Realizing Walter is not with him, he goes to Walter and pushes him to the X.
Your life upon this globe must be very short. It ends tonight. Spirit, there is something beneath your robe, something strange and terrible, a claw or a foot.
Bart triggers the mechanism, but Walter is standing on the trap and will not allow it to open. We hear the puppets thumping beneath the stage.
Perhaps it was nothing. My eyes were playing tricks on me.
MJ improvises desperately, slides the turkey under the spirit's robe.
What is it, Spirit? I was right. There is something there. Now, let me see.
Walter pulls back his robe to reveal the turkey.
You have a turkey beneath your robes. What does this mean? Can you explain this to us, please?
Well, the white meat is ignorance, and the dark meat is poverty.
Blackout. Upstage lights behind the new fallen scrim reveal Phil choking Wayne. Eerie music, a dirge this time. Bells. Lights up to reveal Scrooge standing with the ghost of Christmas yet to come. Walter in the costume fitted to Wayne. There is fog. It is nowhere near the action.
Where are you leading me, my silent friend? Though you speak not a word, yet I follow. This is a graveyard. Why are we here?
I don't know.
Thank you, Silent One. Is this where we find that wretched man whose name I have yet to learn?
The spirit points with a white hand. The hand is upside down. He turns it right side up. MJ pulls the rope that is to raise the gravestone out of the stage floor. It's hung up.
You're pointing to something. It is so dark, it's difficult to make out. There's nothing here. Maybe we're in the wrong cemetery.
Suddenly, ignorance and poverty pop up, dangerously close to Scrooge.
Nope.
Scrooge looks off stage to see MJ pulling frantically on a gravestone rope. He has a solution.
Oh, yes. Now I see. Oh, you're pointing to a stone hidden beneath the snow, and there's a name on the stone. It says...
He moves forward at the moment MJ gives a mighty pull on the gravestone, flips up to strike him swiftly in the privates. He sinks to his knees and drapes himself over the gravestone. Christmas yet to come continues to point, fade out. The inspector sits stupefied. Kevin and Zora hide behind their seats. In the darkness, we hear,
I don't know what day of the month it is. I don't know how long I've been away with the spirits. I don't know anything. I'm just like a baby. Never mind. I don't care. I'd rather be a baby. Hello. Whoop. Hello. What's today?
Today? Why, it's Christmas Day. The sound of merriment and the introduction to the finale, a merry wassail to you all. Lights up on the company gathered around the wassail bowl. They all hold cups. They are a desperate bunch by now. Only Wayne, sitting on a small table holding the wassail bowl on his lap, seems to be performing at capacity. MJ is still laughing. Larry, his injury still fresh, is concentrating on making it to the end of the song. Walter stands silent and glum. Sidney wears Fezziwig's coat, but we see his chains underneath and the instrument still follows him. Dorothy tosses her head. Bart stands by the curtain. Phil supports himself on the table and sings.
It wasn't such a terrible night at that. Take a look around you. Take a look around you. It all happened while you sat there. Dreaming. Here's a merry, merry, merry wassail to you all. A merry, merry, merry wassail to you all. We'll be coming to your home, loaded with Christmas cheer. Here we come, here we come, here we come, here we come. Here we come.
With the sound of splintering wood, the entire stage pulls loose from the rear wall of the theater and begins to tip forward until it hits the auditorium floor. creating a rather severe rake. The table Wayne is sitting on is castered, and he begins to roll down the rake and into the auditorium. Phil and Larry, holding onto the table, cannot stop its progress as it heads directly for the inspector. The table tips forward, and the contents of the wassail will land in a tidal wave on the terrified inspector. She faints. Oh, blackout, Act 2, Scene 4. MJ runs from backstage carrying a towel. She disappears into the lobby. After a few seconds, she reemerges, moving quickly. Zora appears behind her at the lobby door.
And a hair dryer. Can we get her back to the dressing room?
You think mixing with the company would do her a lot of good right now?
Zora?
Reviving, is she?
I wouldn't go that way.
No, of course. We understand.
Coffee! Coffee! For Christ's sakes!
Is she all right?
Is someone making coffee?
Is there anything we can do?
I don't see how you could possibly do more than you've done.
You think she's angry?
The inspector.
She's upset.
Is she upset? She's curled up in the fetal position on the lobby floor. She's in a state of shock. We can only speculate her feelings, but I think we could safely assume that she's not happy.
Kevin, get back here.
MJ enters quickly from backstage holding a hairdryer and a red velvet Renaissance gown.
Coffee, is this the best you could do?
It's what we had in stock. It's warm and it should fit her, okay? You want to quibble? Listen, you better talk to Walter.
Why?
He's feeling misused, I believe.
He never managed to say any of his lines.
You two can help him out. He's a fellow actor.
I don't know what I can do. I'm the voice person. He never spoke.
Larry enters dressed in street clothes. He is quiet and contemplative. He has a towel about his neck. MJ mops up the wassail.
Hey, here he is. Those were some nice changes, Larry. When you look at them individually, you think, I have my doubts, but take it all together, well, I think you made one hell of a splash. Hey, I'm good. I should be writing this thing.
MJ! Could you help us lace this?
Sorry about that little chain problem, Larry. I'm sure it wasn't noticeable. We have a tendency to magnify the little errors we make into...
Oh, good work, Walter.
Oh, good, yes.
Bit rough in spots. Bit rough for everybody, really.
Everybody goes up, forgets a line now and then.
We all do it. We all forget.
Usually not an entire play, but...
We'll turn it around on the night.
I didn't forget my lines. I didn't know my lines to begin with, thanks to you, Larry. You know, I was thinking while I was standing there, frozen with fear, I was thinking to myself, Walter, even in this, the worst moment of your entire life, you can take some comfort, at least knowing you're not a founding member.
How is she?
Is she conscious?
No, but at least she's breathing regularly now.
The poor woman.
What a terrible ordeal.
Honestly, you don't want to go in there.
Ah, God. Careful, for Christ's sake.
Oh, good.
I need this. I need this. This is not bullshit. I am very badly hurt. Well, Walter, that was disgraceful. I have to say it. Those are the basics, my man. You have to say the words. Whatever else happens, whatever else is going wrong, you say the words. You let us down, my man. I thought the accents worked, though.
Walter.
Don't say, my man. I'm not your man.
Phil pulls free of Walter and runs to the back of the auditorium, his back problem momentarily deserting him.
I have witnesses. These people are my witnesses.
Well, we got her up on the concession counter, so this is it. This is how it ends, with a bang and a whimper. After a decade of misplaced loyalty, I have been loyal to all of you, especially you, Larry. Do you remember what I did for you when you got here from Boston? I loaned you my car, Larry. I let you drive my Ford Pinto for a month with no questions asked. And when you gave it back to me with not so much as a thank you, there was a half-eaten chili dog stuffed in the glove compartment. But, like an idiot, I stayed loyal. Phil.
Yo.
What have I not done for you? Sydney, Dorothy, I've been loyal to you both. I'm the one who cared enough to organize the intervention for your alcoholism, Sydney. You were moved by that, I think.
Was very, yes.
Except that he doesn't drink. He never has.
I know that now. I didn't know that at the time. He seemed unhappy. I took a calculated risk.
You might have asked me.
I thought you were in denial.
Everyone comes swooping down. We were terrified.
It was just my new teeth.
Nevertheless, I think you got a lot of love from a lot of people that day, Sydney. Didn't you?
I did. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a little late for thank yous. MJ, my husband.
Please, Zora, don't.
Are you saying you weren't responsible?
This isn't fair.
Sherman was terrified of public humiliation. You knew that. You all knew that.
I didn't show him the review.
Yeah, she didn't. I was there.
You put it on his dressing room table, did you not?
He wanted the personal section. The review was on the other side. I had no idea. You can't blame the review. He was unstable. You don't kill yourself over a review. Who remembers what it even said?
As for Sherman Block's portrayal of the role of Christmas Past, I can only cry out, God help us, everyone.
You owe me, all of you. You owe me $30,000 at the very least.
Zora, she's up.
Don't you come near her.
Wayne enters. He carries his PC and a duffel bag. The room goes silent.
I know. This is my fault. I know I destroyed this play and this company and this theater. I want you to know that. I'm sorry. I was desperate, I was at the end of my bus pass. Nobody wanted me until here. So I'm not a very good actor, am I? People don't usually tell you something like that. You know, you have to figure it out for yourself. But that's the hardest thing of all to do. Well, I'll be going now.
Goodbye.
I know I don't have the right to ask this, but it sure would be helpful if you could tell me, you know, just speak it out plainly. What did you think of my acting? I'm not good, I know that, but did you see anything? Spark? Anything?
In the silence that follows, we can hear Larry weeping quietly. Gradually, the company becomes aware of this.
Larry?
Is that you?
Oh dear. All right, now come on, Larry. Nobody dies.
Take this. It's pretty clean.
I want Marcy. I want my wife back. I didn't even get a chance to plead my case. I got back from Nicaragua and she was gone. I want my Barca lounger. Not everything, just the Barca lounger and some utensils and Marcy.
Zora, it's Larry.
Larry's had a breakthrough.
She's up. Is she all right? What's the deal? What's the deal?
Would you let me talk to her? I mean, maybe if I told her it was my fault, she'd understand.
Good idea.
Yes, it's the least we could do.
Zora, can I talk to her?
There's no need. She loved it. She said it was the first time in years that she'd felt something in a theater. She's going to recommend a larger grant. Wayne, she was particularly impressed by your performance. You were, I think I have this right, the twisted frame of European male culture trying to untwist. She's staying an extra day so she can see it again.
We have to do it again?
She understood the untwisting?
Did she mention me?
She liked your anger. She thought it fit your family's dysfunctionality.
She got it. You know how seldom that happens?
I've been working on that. You know, bringing some of my own anger into the process. It's paying off, huh? Good.
We have to do it again.
You have to look deeper. That's the lesson here. Somebody once said that revolutionary work of art, when seen for the first time, appears ugly to the beholder. And this tonight was the ugliest I've ever seen. But you have to look deeper. I couldn't do that tonight, but it is so moving and ultimately so reassuring to know that even though we might not be able to see beneath the ugliness, our government can. You were right, Larry, all along. Thank you, Wayne. We crossed the threshold, but you had to give us that big, loving push. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Larry weeps. The lobby door suddenly swings open, admitting Betty Andrews. The room goes immediately quiet except for the squeal of heavy metal rock coming from the stage manager's booth. Betty is dressed in the Renaissance costume provided earlier by MJ. With her red hair, she resembles Queen Elizabeth. Kevin picks up her train to help her through the door. She descends the stairs and walks onto the stage, a dreamlike vision of patronage in all of its splendor. The company rises as one. Wayne, crossing slowly to her, kneels and kisses the hem of her dress. She raises her arms to the company. They bow. Finish. End of the show.
Yay. That was fun.
Hey, thank you, everybody. Yay!
Yay!
Silver bells, hear those silver bells.
It's Christmas time in the
city.
Hear them ring, not in sync.
Still recording.
Hear them ring.
Soon it will be Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate.
Ramadan.
Dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay.
Sidewalks, pretty sidewalks, dressed in holiday cheer. And on every street corner, there's something.
Should I go away? Or do I stay?
Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, a dreidel I will play.